everybody. Welcome to another episode of Girl Talk Algarve. Oh, today, I'm not sure how I'm feeling about this one. Very, let's say there's lots of trepidation and I might need a little bit of fortification. So I've got a little something.
You're going to need that, are you, today?
I am, because today we're going to be talking about sex toys. See there, I've said it. Sex toys, vibrators and all the other bits and bobs, you know, gold.
All the other bits and bobs.
Well, you know, things that we use and do and not me, I'm not talking about me, gold, no. So, where's that vodka? No, I'll be all right. Obviously, loads of us have sex toys, or do we? Who would like to kick off telling us about their experiences with sex toys?
She always looks at me to start.
No, I don't have one. I don't. I have had in the past, but I don't know. I'm not sure if it's to do with my libido as I'm getting older as well.
Well, and you're in a relationship, so it's not quite as important for you, is it? However, as single people, it does help occasionally to have a little bit of something in your drawer by the side of the bed.
Yeah, but Rob does go away from time to time. That's when I'm on my own.
Is that when the toothbrush comes out?
That's the electric. I do not have a sex toy. I have an electric toothbrush, which, if you use it the other side round, because you can travel with it as well. Nobody knows that's what you do with it.
I don't know why I'd not thought about that.
You have to give it a good clean afterwards, obviously. Otherwise, it'd taste a bit funny. But no, you can do that. Or put a new head on it.
Yeah,
or I could
you
just
can have a separate head.
Keep a separate head, yeah, because they're just cheap on Amazon, aren't they?
That would work.
But that is what,
Okay, so I do have a horrific story about a sex toy. Obviously, you knew that I was going to have a story, right?
You always have a story.
So a long, long time ago, when I was with my first husband, and we hadn't got married, we bought a house and it needed to be renovated. So we rented my dad's best friend's flat. He had lots of flats in our local town. So we stayed there while we were renovating our house. So we packed everything up when the house was ready, and I'd left something in the drawer next to the bed. Okay. So my dad was very black and white. I mean, thank God he's not here to watch it. It's been gone a long time. But he didn't even like the thought of knowing that his daughter would have been having a sexual relationship.
I thought you were a virgin.
Yeah, of course I am, darling. Yeah. I don't know how my kids came along, but yeah. No. So I left. I didn't know, and I'd forgotten all about this toy that I'd left behind. And then my dad gave it to me one evening when we'd gone round for dinner. And he said, "Did you forget something, love?"
Like
when you were
unwrapped and
yes, just hand it to me when we were having a family dinner once. And I went, I coloured up this colour.
There is nothing to say to that, is
How
there?
can you say? How could you? And then I can remember my husband, he wasn't my husband at the time, kind of going, oh no, yeah. So that was one of my embarrassing moments relating to a sex toy.
I did have one in my hand luggage once. It was years ago. It was a rampant rabbit. Oh God, do you remember those?
Yeah.
They all wiggled.
They were the first
wobbled
kind of ones to come out, weren't they?
Yeah, they were great. So there was this bright pink rampant rabbit in my case. And as I went through, I was thinking, dear God, please don't let them make this stop. Please don't. And of course, the blow. Oh, what have we got here then?
No.
And obviously, I died a little inside. He was going, nice colour. And everyone was looking at me. And that's why I switched to toothbrushes, because it's much, much easier. Because no one's going to question a toothbrush.
I'd like to know how you first realised that the toothbrush was... Were you obviously desperate one night,
I must have been.
When would you think?
I must have been.
Go get me toothbrush out the bathroom.
I'm not even joking. Sometimes, if you do that, thing with your toothbrush or whatever, it helps you go to sleep. That's one reason I do it, because it helps me go to sleep. So it's sort of for medicinal reasons.
Okay. That's better than sleeping pills,
no,
right?
I believe that it does relax
it
the
does,
body.
It does. It gives you this big shot of endorphins and you feel all snuggly and...
this is what I need to be doing. I'm going to ditch the sleeping tablets.
Yeah.
Get my toy out every night.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I did buy a fantastic one in Amsterdam. I'd gone to Amsterdam with the girls for a weekend, so of course you do, don't you? You've eaten some chocolate cake, so you're all high, aren't you? Anyway, you know, you've had some muffins. Before you know it, you're in a sex toy shop, aren't you?
That's
Or
generally
you're watching
how
a
it
sex
works.
show somewhere. And I bought the most fantastic little toy. It was the best thing. It was like a little bullet, a little silver bullet.
Yeah,
My
seen
God. I mean,
those.
this was years ago. This was about 20 years ago. And it didn't last very long, so I wore it out. So, because it was so good.
God.
And I was married at the time.
But you get those little, I've had one of
it's
those.
fab.
I've had a purple one, a rubbery one. It was
Yeah.
really, really tactile,
Yeah.
nice. Feels
I mean, if you go into, are we allowed? We're going to mention Ann Summers, obviously, because and there are other places where you can buy. I think there's Love Honey, and there's lots of places you can buy nice toys. But the easiest one to go into is Ann Summers, isn't it? And then you've got
it's all
you've got
there.
you've got a selection.
I think I'd just rather buy them off Amazon. It would be far too embarrassing.
No, please support your local shops in the high street, everybody.
No,
Don't always
not
use
when
Amazon.
it comes to sex toys. No, it would be so.
So when I had my lingerie shop, we were thinking
Oh.
of selling sex toys because we were asked for them. But it's quite a big investment. You know, you couldn't just have one or two. So you would have had to invest a few £100 in it so that you had a nice selection, you know, and it was just something we decided.
There's actually a young girl in Denmark now that designs her own sex toys, and she made quite a good business from that.
Good.
You know, it's not really a taboo in Denmark. Very little things are a taboo in Denmark. It's a free country.
Yeah.
But she's designing from a woman's perspective.
Fantastic.
And they are very successful, both the texture, but also the color. I mean, they are minty greens, and you know, so they're delicious soft colors.
It's
That's amazing.
This
Good for her.
thing there's a new designer, isn't there? And it's a circular thing, so I'm told, and it's got like a little tongue licky action thing.
Yes.
I think that's the new design that I've
The
seen.
tongue licky action thing.
It's
Isn't
very
it a
technical.
suction thing? I mean, don't you?
No, I think it's like a little
could
wiggly thing like that.
I'm sorry, kids.
I
If
am
my kids are watching this,
Mortified. I'm sorry. I do apologise to all my
I'm going to have to
darling
make
children.
sure I tag my son in to say, don't watch
Yeah.
this episode.
Don't watch that
Yeah,
show.
Charlie, don't. Just don't.
But I actually heard about that should be one, you know, with kind of a pump in the end, and it sucks onto
could you-
your.
Oh, yeah, I like
Yeah,
the
but
idea
could you
of
be
that.
bothered to do that whilst you're doing that? It would be.
Well, yeah, if it worked.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
yeah,
yes,
it's
give
like
it a go.
doing that at the same time, isn't it? You know, you'd get confused.
No, I'd happily give anything a
I'd
go.
suck instead of blow or something.
Suck instead of blow,
I would,
well, yeah,
I would get
we've all
confused.
got
If
that wrong
anybody try
occasion.
it, please tell us. Can you be
Yeah.
bothered? Is it worth it?
Yeah, but surely that's a manual thing. With the other one, you just sort of like.
Yeah, but you know, you can. But
I'm
don't
sure you
forget, sometimes sex toys, I mean, can be used with your partner, can't they? So your partner's actually using it on you.
Oh, I've got a story about that. Okay, I'm going to just say it. Okay, so have you seen those ones that are like little balls that vibrate inside you?
Yes.
Right,
I've seen
okay,
those.
and they're activated by someone ringing the phone number. Those little balls actually have a phone number. So you can be it can be a bit of a game thing. So you're there at home, you're doing the dishes, you're typing away, you're doing whatever you're doing, picking the kids up from school.
Idea.
And out of the blue, it just goes like...
Does
and you
it?
Can, oh! So you can be walking
Oh, I
around,
love that.
walking around Tesco's, and suddenly you're over the frozen peas.
Someone's
thinking,
rang that number.
Oh!
Nice.
Yes.
I like that.
Well, hopefully it wouldn't be a wrong number.
No, that's true. So
But-
I might get some of those, and if any guy out there would like the number to it,
Do you know, she's a trier, isn't she? I mean, she is a trier.
I am a trier. But a friend of mine, actually, funny enough, you've just reminded me about the whole buzzy thing. She's going to kill me for this one. I won't name her, but she had her clitoris pierced. She went in to have some piercing done and
that
decided to have a
sounds
clitoris
so
pierced.
painful.
Yeah. And the first day that she had it done, she went off driving and she went to pick her son up from school or something like that, and she went down this sort of like gravelly track. She was like that on this gravelly track, thinking, lovely. She kept going up and down this gravelly track. She was late to pick her son up from school, but she had the best time for 10
Well,
minutes.
do you know, there are all sorts of funny ways. So I remember when Rob put a new pump on our swimming pool, and it's like the strength and it's like amazing the power that it pushes out. And he said, "Come and stand in front of this thought,
Oh.
you dirty monkey. And, well, yes,
Yes.
quite easily. With the outlet thing that comes back into the pool, you
Fantastic.
could stand there and have a lovely time.
I think that's why there's so many sex parties that happen in hot tubs, do you?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
And or washing
Yeah.
machines. You
Sitting
can
on a
sit on
washing
the side of a
machine.
washing machine going zzz, as it, does
Yeah.
a spin cycle.
Yeah.
Any little opportunity, girls, I'm there. Yeah.
So if you've got any stories you want to share with us,
or
ladies,
tips and advice.
yeah, let us know. So how do we rate using a sex toy compared to the real thing then, girls?
Oh, it's different, isn't it? It's like if you can be bothered or not as well.
Yeah.
And if it's,
Well, I
well,
find it easier to use my toy because I can't be bothered with a man, really.
Well, you're looking for a man who comes over on a Friday night.
I don't stay over. I just want to say
or
that.
maybe clears off on a Saturday morning with his dirty washing.
No, he clears off on the same night because
Really?
Is it just me, right? Because
No.
I'd quite like I like spontaneous sex. I don't like it when it's all planned. So I like to maybe think in a lift with a stranger and stuff like that. Not that I've done that. But anyway, so going back to having a man coming over, you get into bed and it's fine. And
But then you want them to go afterwards.
Yes.
You don't want
straight
them to
away.
see the greasy after
No,
effects.
just go like straight away,
Yeah.
like because you're led in a wet patch
Oh.
all night, aren't you? Then they want to like hug you. I don't want to do any of that hugging nonsense after. I know most women do. They like the cuddle.
No, I'd have a hot flush.
Yeah, and me. So I just have some sex, and then like for them to then put their clothes back on and go. Is that wrong? I
No, because I totally understand that. We have a huge bed. Sorry,
Yeah.
God. We have a huge king size, or super king size bed, and it is massive. And I sleep right on that end, just so that I can reach out and press the button on the fan. So, and Rod's on the other end, and the cat has got the most space in the middle. Boris takes out, he's like this, he's like our kid, So no one gets the wet patch. No,
obviously the cat
only the
gets
cat.
the
No,
wet
he
patch.
goes at the top bit. He sleeps right
okay.
at the top.
Yeah.
Or I wake up and he's on my head or on my chest or something. But we have a huge bed, so we don't have to touch each other at night after you've done your 30 seconds of fumbling.
I like all that as well, but then like as you get older as well, there's a lot of like strange noises that happen after sex as well. Again, is that just me? But
Rod,
you've got the whole fan.
I'm going to say this. Rod says funny things. So we get. And he makes a game of saying something different each time. And I'm oversharing here so much.
Rod.
I know. We've had, Geronimo! And we've had, I say.
You get, lady dog.
Golly gosh. We've got a lot. So yeah, there's always a funny something he comes out with,
Love that. Okay, Rob.
Bingo.
Lex 11.
We used to do that, but can't anymore. No.
That's the thing. Well, I still can. This is the point. So I still can. So I still can get into lots of different positions, even at my age. My problem is then about half an hour after I've been in those positions,
Your
because
back
everything's
aches.
hurting.
Yeah.
My knees are then making a funny noise where they're crunching,
yeah.
and my legs and I'm like. So I'm fine because I look like an absolute goddess at the time in bed because I can do all these different positions. And that's when I need them to go, so that they're not then realising that I'm getting up and I'm walking like this, and I'm going, it's hurting. So
yeah, it is. It's that half hour of passion, or a couple of minutes, or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you just
10
think,
minutes.
right, that's it.
Yeah, I do. I just want to make a cup of tea, or I just want to go to sleep. I want to put me flipping mindfulness music on. Not that works. I put some on last night. I'm going off a bit here on a bit of a tangent, but I couldn't get to sleep, so I put me mindfulness music on, and then I got this woman talking to me. So I'm led there, and she's saying, right, you're walking down this lovely little path now, and you've got to a tree. Go and sit under the tree. Well, I don't even know how anybody concentrates on that. So I'm not walking down the path or sitting under a tree.
What are you thinking
So
about?
where are you?
What are you thinking
I'm
about?
completely somewhere else.
What, you're just walking around Lidl's or something, doing your shopping? Well, you're thinking, what about your next presentation and what time your flight is?
Yeah, I can't get into that. So,
I listen to
so maybe I
audiobooks.
need to use my sex toy every
Every
night.
night,
That will
and
unwind
then
me.
calm and unwind. So, yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Do you prefer the real thing, Ava?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not
Yeah.
really into sex toys.
No,
I must say,
you prefer
no.
the real thing.
Absolutely, which I sorry, sweetie, you can't watch this show, but which I haven't had for 4 years or something, you know. So it's not like I do that either. And I find that the longer you don't have it, you don't miss. I don't know. How should I know?
But I know what you mean. So the longer that you kind of go without it,
I think so. You don't.
get used
I don't
to-
even think about it. It's not even a thing.
Yeah.
Whereas I think
4
when you
years.
4 years.
4 years.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah, it has been longer earlier on in my life. I
4
would say.
years.
Yeah,
What, more
yeah.
than 4 years?
Yes,
Mm.
yes.
I
It
think
has.
I'd die.
Yeah.
I'd die.
Well,
Yeah.
no, definitely don't die.
No.
No.
No, you
I
wouldn't.
would.
You wouldn't actually die. I
You
don't
would.
think you would.
I can promise you that. Wouldn't
Well, from
exactly
lack
die.
of.
No.
I think I'd. Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah, but that's
I'd cope
because
well
you
with that.
are in a relationship,
I think
though,
so.
aren't they? So apart from like me and Ava having few one-night stands and what have you, which is what you would do if you needed.
Yeah,
you
but
wanted
it's that whole being in a relationship thing as well, you know. Rod will clean his teeth while I'm having a pee, and, you know, he's in the bath and I might be whatever. And you haven't got all that to worry about once you've had, when you're having
Yeah.
sex with your one night stand, because
Yeah.
you want to have your makeup intact.
Yeah, and then I want them to do one.
I could,
so
I
that
just
they can-
couldn't. That would be all much of a stress and a strain. You don't.
No,
have to
you
worry
see,
about
that's
that
not
anymore.
stressful to me. It's more stressful being in a relationship.
Hmm.
Having a one-night stand is less stressful. Not that I do, kids.
No, but that's why we're different, isn't
it?
it? I mean, not
Yeah.
everything fits the same person, does
Yeah.
it?
Yeah,
So I mean, it's
exactly.
about finding out what fits for you. I
Yeah.
love being single. I mean, I've
Yeah.
been single most of my life,
Yeah.
and I love it.
Yeah.
And I can
And you're
really
not
not
missing.
see the.
You're not missing sex.
Oh no, I'm not
No.
missing sex. I'm not missing dinners out or discussion or who's going to clean or he's sleeping
Yeah.
in my bed
Yeah.
or I have to compromise. No, I'm
No.
not missing it at all.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I do. I have to say, I do enjoy sex.
Yeah.
I do enjoy sex.
I just love my toothbrush.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Now
think-
I
Now you
realise
know.
it's a possibility.
Yeah.
It's opened up a whole new world.
I think you can get all sorts of different heads as well.
Yeah, you just buy your separate heads
yeah,
so that you're not
yeah.
getting them mixed up.
Anyway,
Goodness me.
I'm really now going to have a very, very large triple, half a bottle of vodka, and try and deal with the analysis of this with my children watching this show.
I'm just going to tell you another funny story. If
Oh,
I can.
really?
It's about sex. It's not about a sex toy as such. But when I met my first husband before we were married, we'd gone away on holiday. Big group of us had gone and rented a villa near Benidorm. Actually, did.
Classy.
Well, my mum at the time lived not in Benidorm, but about half an hour away from Benidorm. So we rented a villa near her, and it was a bit of a cloudy afternoon one afternoon. So me and this boy, who then turned out to be my husband, said, "Oh, should we go in for a little bit of afternoon? How's your
Delight.
father?" Yes. We put the music on. I mean, this was before mobile phones, so. How would we have put music on? Oh, like a CD player or something.
A CD
or a
player?
tape deck. A tape deck. We might have taken some
cassette.
tapes with us.
So it's sort of
Yeah.
mid-90s or a bit before that.
Yeah, it was, yes, 1990. Yeah, 1990.
Oh, right, okay.
So we had gone to bed, so we put some music on, so again, getting down to it, oh, lovely, you know, all the others are out, I don't know where they were, all the other people that were in the villa, and then this song came on, and he stopped. Just as we were about to start, he stopped and he went, "Oh, Leslie, I'm ever so sorry, but this song's reminding me of my ex-girlfriend." So he said, "Do you mind if we stop?"
No.
So we didn't do anything. So I got up, I got myself a dress, had a glass of wine, and went to the Irish bar. On the road. I mean, what can you do? And I went on to marry him.
Oh, yeah, that was a red flag. You should have
Wow.
noticed.
Oh, that was a
yeah,
big
yeah, yeah.
red flag, wasn't it? But I did go on to marry him.
Oh,
and I
wow.
had children with him.
Oh, so then that was all right.
That was fine, I forgave him. I mean, it was early days. But who actually says that out loud? This is a good question for all you guys. So when you're having sex with your partner, whoever that might be, and you are listening to music, or not even listening to music, are you ever thinking of somebody else? Good question, right? Good question.
Should we end it on that note? Because I really, really need a drink. So thanks so much for watching again. We'll see you next time. Cheers. Bye.